Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I'm having an absolute nightmare with OBS and Chromacam, but we're getting it sorted. I'm just now going to put it so I can watch the game and see the chat at the same time. All right, there we go. Can everyone hear me? It is one of those nights, I swear to God. Everything just goes wrong all at once. But got a beer that you can't. There you go. You know, got to be the right one for considering the times. I did have a whole pre-match thing to talk about, but not much time for that now. The game's about to start, but we can get into a little bit of it. Can you hear me? Someone tell me you can hear me.
United Rugby Championship starts in
the signal's
Wales
not
and
great.
Ireland, with Ospreys hosting the Sharks.
Okay.
Ulster is home to Benetton. You can catch both
Game
matches.
is it already started?
On
No, it's 2 minutes till it starts.
The second match, which is Ulster and Benetton, you can catch it on 2:15. That's Motorsport Channel. But we are live on 2:11 and Grand.
That is like 3 different comments.
Owen, for this one.
Yeah, of course. I have to.
Good evening. There's a late change.
I'm still a South African. Tom Francis is out with ill. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shut up, Steve. Anyway, so they're going through the teams at the moment, so might as well read those out. So yeah, we got Nikki for the Ospreys. Number 1, Nikki Smith. 2, Sam Parry. 3, Thomas Francis, Wales International. 4, Adam Beard, Wales International. 5, Alan Wynne-Jones, Wales International. 6, with Will Griffiths. 7, Joe Morgan. 8, Morgan Morris. 9, Rhys Webb, captain and Wales International. 10, Gareth Anscombe, on form fly-off of the competition at the moment, and also Wales International. 11, Luke Morgan. 12, Owen Watkin. 13, Tian Thomas Wheeler. 14, Matt Prothero. 15, Dan Evans. And for the Sharks, we're looking at 1, Ntutuko Nchunu. 2, Karen van Vuren. 3, Thomas Detroit, also captain. 4, Ruben van Heerden. 5, Hiron Andrews. James Fenter. 7, Gabrant Grobler. 8, Henko Fenter. 9, Ron Pinar. 10, Boyd Chamberlain. 11, Taki Abrams. 12, Marius Lowe. 13, Jeremy Ward. Thank God Vernicock isn't starting. 14, Marnus Prokita. And 15, Anthony Folmek. So an interesting choice. A lot of changes there for the Sharks that I've noticed. And after the game against Glasgow, I think probably for the best. Things need to change, and players need resting and the like. Probably biggest change of all of that would be Bosch being dropped from the 23. Folmek coming in. Not upset about that. I think it's a different kind of game playing the Welsh teams. There's going to be a lot more kicking than, Glasgow or Munster, the Irish and Scottish teams who prefer to run a lot more and prefer broken play. Not Stephen tonight. It's me tonight, just for tonight's game because I'm a Sharks supporter, so might as well do it. Although it's a bit hard to support them at the moment. But it'll be better. Oh, come on. Thank you. Yeah, it's me tonight. And I'm going to be drinking. And also, I've got my dinner with me as well, because I had to cook quite late tonight. So bear with me. Prediction. I don't see the Sharks winning this. The Sharks, I reckon... I think the Ospreys just have too many very high-quality internationals from Wales. So I reckon the Ospreys by 10. I think it'll be a 28-18 or just something like that. I think the Sharks will do okay. Take off the Sharks jersey. I mean, it seems to make the team lag. I'm not surprised I'm lagging. My internet's not fabulous. I'm in deepest, darkest Scotland. To be fair, streaming at the same time, probably not helpful, but I have to. Let me see if there's anything I can actually turn off to make it a little less laggy. Let me exit of that. Hopefully that will help. Hopefully that will reduce the drag. So the game's about to kick off now. Ospreys have had a decent start. They've had two derbies already, one against Dragons and then one against the Blues, both of which they've won. Both closely fought contests, but it kind of has showed that the Ospreys have managed to deal well with under pressure situations, and their set piece is also very strong, which isn't a good look for the Sharks line out, which has been very poor up till now. But the Sharks scrummers look good, so we'll see how they do. So the kickoff's been taken. Sharks have got possession just inside their own 10-meter line. Ruan Pinar sets and pops off to Thomas Atoy, who takes it into contact. About 15 meters in from touchline. Sharks set for a box kick. All right, at least the audio is good. Clears up to the Ospreys 10, taken in, and good set for the ruck. Off down the line, Anscombe passes off to the number 12. I always forget who the Ospreys players are, especially their centres. Owen Watkin. It's good quick tackle off the back of the ruck from Thomas Atoy, captaining today, which is just a 1 week thing, apparently, according to the Sharks coaching staff, to give Buthelezi a rest. He's on the bench this weekend, but he's not captaining this weekend. Good take in there from Jeremy Ward. They've all changed their hairstyles, so I don't know who's who. Also, it's been a long time since I've seen... And penalty given away at the ruck by the Sharks. Easily kickable here for the Ospreys. And I imagine they will go for poles at a minute and a half in. We'll see. Giving Anscombe the ball, and they will go for poles. Well, Hans Osterloo saying Sharks mustn't do what the Box did and kick away possession. Especially against a Welsh side, I don't think that's a great idea because they thrive off of it. That is their game style, and especially with a team like the Ospreys where they have multiple internationals, I think the Sharks with the team they have at the moment, that will be dangerous. I don't advise it either. I think the stream, watching it on a live stream, is slower than normal TV, so it probably will be slightly behind. But yeah, 3-0 to Ospreys. I mean, look, the Sharks can win this game. I don't see it as likely, but they can win. They just need to stop giving away penalties at literally every opportunity. Sort out the video at halftime. I'm watching through DSTV on their live stream. It's just my internet's not fabulous. Still better than it was in France. I think the Lions will probably get a smacking tomorrow from Glasgow. Especially with their problems at 5. Oh, that's a great kickoff, and Tucker Abrams, it does really well to get up there and knock the ball back for the Sharks. They're on the attack just outside the 22, I think. Oh, and there's a turnover in the tackle, really poor from the Sharks. But the ball's gone loose from a pass, so it's still in the Ospreys 22. They still have the ball, but some really needless pressure from putting on themselves from both sides. And the Sharks have got a turnover in the ruck on attack in the 22. Really good. Pinar out to Ruben van Heerden. Another penalty given away by the Sharks at the ruck. And it's such an easy let off for the Ospreys. Really poor from the Sharks. Oh, yeah. Completely forgot about that. Oh, that's going to be frustrating too. So that's... and the Ospreys are at home, so it's 3-0 to the Ospreys. And I haven't even started this... God, this is really frustrating. Doing all three at once is a nightmare. Right, I'm going to break this up and make it a little easier for me. Right, so we're going to put that down like that. Hang on. No, it's Chrome Cam. That's been minimized. That can be minimized. Give me a second. I'm working some attempted magic. It's not really, but you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm just trying to get everything sorted. Go away. You're a nightmare. Okay, so we've had 5 minutes now, so this should be at 35. Okay, that'll do for now. Right. And there's the other half. Okay, cool. So let's minimize that. As you can see, I am not massively used to a Mac, so you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I it's a lot of technology to deal with, and so many different like what's it called? So many different platforms. Like I've got Google open because you have to have StreamYard on Google, and then you've got OBS open, and then the scoreboard open, and switching between all of them is a nightmare. Can I make this smaller? I don't think so. It's a bit of a pain. That I can do though. Okay, there we go. That's better. Right, now we got it going. Cool. So Ospreys lose it forward, and it looks like it'll be a scrum to the Sharks. Oh, come on. Right, let me fix the timer quickly.
Safety first. Tom Francis sits out this one.
And oh, come on, all right. We're more or less good there. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so Sharks have the ball just on the Ospreys 10-meter line, but they give away another penalty. Oh, this is the problem with the Sharks. They can never get into the first half because they give away so many penalties, always at ruck time as well. Coming in from the side, really poor decision making from the Sharks. And it's really annoying because whenever they get the ball, they just give it away with stupid infringements. So yeah, penalty to the Ospreys. Penalty to the Ospreys. Is there an injury already? Why is Werner Koch warming up? I didn't see an injury. Please do not have to bring him on yet. I think it might be Tucker Abrams who's down. Which will be sad because he's actually one of our more exciting players. God, he's tiny there. Is Alan Wynne-Jones wearing a wig? It doesn't look like it. Why? Who are you talking about? Do they know the rules? Do who know the rules? Are you talking about the Sharks? I think the issue with the Sharks is South African sides playing in, the Currie Cup and Super Rugby. They're used to a lot more opportunity to turn the ball over at the ruck. And it looks like Tucker Abrams will be going off. Also, I should pause. Tucker Abrams will be going off, which means Werner Koch will be coming on, which is not exactly what I'd say is ideal, but it is what it is. 6.5 minutes in, this is a problem because the Sharks have only one other backline replacement in Nohamba, who, this could cause issues, and this is why I'm not a fan of a 6-2 split, because this happens frequently. I keep disappearing. What sound or video? Which one, Ron? Sound or video? I'm assuming video. It's probably just due to internet, and also the weather here is shocking. So the game's back on. Received from the Sharks and cleared just inside Ospreys half. So it will be an Ospreys throw-in, I believe. Yep, Ospreys throw-in. No, just inside the Sharks half. Video. Yeah, I think it will be the video. It's just because the internet's not that strong up here. I'm in like a very dark part of Scotland. Anyway, Sharks put a grabber through Jeremy Ward just over into the Ospreys half. Yeah. So Sharks in the Ospreys half. Ospreys line out. Sam Perry to throw into the line out. You see, I just don't see the Sharks winning any line outs today. They certainly won't turn any over against like the likes of Beard. He's probably as the Sharks is. This is quite an old one too. But Beard and Alan Wynne-Jones, I mean, you just can't see the Sharks getting any turnovers at the line out, and they'll probably lose a few considering how bad their line out has been recently. Hopefully they don't get monstered in the scrum. Ospreys box kick into the Sharks half, taken in by who was that? I think that was number 14. So that was Podkita. Sharks recycle, and Van Vuuren takes it into the line. Pienaar looks to pass to Watchalong. Not a great pass. He has to reach and fall to his side, but managed to hold on and pass over to Jeremy Ward, who boots it into the Ospreys half. Ospreys clear down into just inside the Sharks 22. Taken it by Volming. Volming kicks ahead back into the Ospreys 22. Sharks chase, not really there, except Volming. So Gareth Anscombe has all the time in the world to boot it out, just on their own side of halfway. So Sharks will have the line out just inside the Ospreys half. Yeah, look, they're not playing great, but at the same time, I mean, look, I'll support them no matter how badly they play. They're my team, so they'll get better, we hope. Yeah, Ospreys have a lot of international players. It's going to be a big ask for the Sharks tonight. But you know what? They've actually, their defense, well, they haven't really had to defend, but they haven't conceded a massive amount of points yet, which is good. And they've just got an advantage from them all, which is really good. Just inside the Ospreys half. Advantage from the back of the maul. Watchalong decides to try a chip over the top. Not a bad one. It goes into Podkita's hands. And the ruck's good. Ruan Pienaar out again to, I couldn't see the number there. I think it might have been Venter. Watchalong attacks the line, gets scragged, and they're called back for the penalty. I imagine it'll be Ruan Pienaar kicking for the Poles in this game. It's only been 10 minutes, but let's just remember what Glasgow did to them in about 5 minutes in the last game, okay? This is good. This is an improvement. I imagine if Ruan Pienaar is kicking, they'll go for Poles. And, yeah, Ruan Pienaar will be kicking for Poles here, which I think is not a bad shout. Get some points on the board early. I think Ruan Pienaar is about 38. Brady, my stream's behind. 55. With that bald head he looks at. I mean, credit to him. He's still playing. And actually against, Reece Webb for Ospreys, I think he was actually the better choice to play this game because of his experience. I don't think Nahamba would have had well, he's on the bench, and I do like Nahamba, but I don't know. I speculate about his passing. It always seems to have issues. Cohen Bosch was kind of dropped from the squad entirely for this match. I love Cohen Bosch, and I think he's a great player, but I think he needs to be rotated. I think he's 38. And yeah, Brady, you're right. He missed. So Ospreys clear, and that looks like it'll be a Sharks line out inside their own half. About 5 meters out from their own 10-meter line. But very disappointing for the kick to be missed. Sadly, he's not having the same effect coming back that Mornay Stain had. But, I mean, we are missing, 8 box? 6? No, 6 box. Yeah, 6. And all are 3 of them are very important backline players. Our back 3 are all missing in action for the box, and we need them. Ospreys attacking just inside their own half. Reece Webb recycles. Anscombe's got it to Alan Wynne-Jones. It's good, actually. The Sharks have pushed them back a little bit. Reece Webb kicks over the top because there's nothing on. And Volmink has to rush back. Although the ball has gone over the try line. Volmink's picked it up and he's decided to run instead of take the goal line dropout. Not sure what he's done there because he's been tackled out and now it's going to be an Ospreys line out. I don't know what he was thinking there when he could have just had a goal line dropout, but again, this is my issue with the Sharks. They seem to make these stupid, illogical decisions, which put us under so much pressure, and then we can see points. This will probably be a maul from the Ospreys, and I imagine they'll score. I am eating not spaghetti bolognese, but pasta bolognese. I made it. The Ox is also and Mbambi and also Khaleesi. It's a huge amount of players, and when they're back, it will make a huge difference. Ospreys try the maul. It goes to ground, not through Sharks' fault. So Reece Webb has it at the back of the ruck now. I imagine they'll try and bash it up at least once through the forwards. No, it goes to 12. And he takes on the line, and that's Owen Watkin. Good stop there. About 2 meters out. Oh, it's an intercept. Who's got that? Ruan Pinar's got an intercept and he's running, but he was caught by Gareth Anscombe. Carries on play. Don't drop it. Just keep the ball in hand. Thomas Dutoy now has it in the Ospreys half. Great offload from the big man. And Junior's got it. Junior's got it, and God, he's got wheels for a prop. Okay, that was an insane pickup from the Ospreys player. What a pass. And there's a penalty here, I assume, for a fight that's been caused by, who's number 7? By Grobler. He's got into a silly bit of handbags and he's given away a penalty, which is, again, another really pointless let-off for the Ospreys. And the Sharks' discipline is just shocking at times. And time's been called. They're going to take a look at this. To be fair, it was an intercept from Ruan Pinar on like 10 meters out from our try line. So, I mean, at 38. At 38, I mean, I can't blame him for not getting there. I think they're having a look at foul play here. I think, again, the Sharks could get I swear if the Sharks get another yellow card. It's just so boring to watch. What's he done here? No, okay. No, that hit looks fine. It was a bloody good hit. They're checking a potential late hit here from Jeremy Ward, I think. I don't know. The Sharks are looking better. Look, they're looking better. But they're still giving away these pointless penalties. But 38, he got an intercept. You don't have to do that. What is the point? You should get a yellow card for being a moron, and you're on my team, and I think you should get one. Like, it was so why do you come in when you're not involved in the whole thing and push someone? I can't stand stupidity from forwards in rugby. It's just illogical. You've just given away a penalty when we're in a good position. Congratulations, you're a fucking moron. Get on with the game, but it wasn't a late tackle. He was committed. Grobler, basically, Jeremy Ward came in, tackled the guy, and then the gave him a tap on his chest when on the ground. And, the guy stuck out a foot to tap him back. Nothing in it whatsoever. And Grobler comes over and just slams him into the ground for no reason. Oh, my God. This is the kind of shit, as a coach, where if I saw this, I would just be like, you know what? You're an idiot. You're being dropped for a game because that was just stupid. Why are you doing that? We don't pay you to be a moron. Like, this is why I could never be a coach. It's just, I can't. That's not late. That was just stupid, though. Like, I don't know. Did he get a yellow card? No, he didn't. Okay, so it wasn't a yellow card, but still, that was not a late tackle. That penalty is ridiculous. But to be fair, I would have given a penalty away from Krobler being an idiot. So you know what? I can't complain about that. But it wasn't a late tackle. I can't with forward stupidity. To be fair, it's a South African thing as well. South African rugby players always take it too far. Not just South African players, to be fair. I mean, Kyle Sinclair does it on the regular. Okay, so it's line out inside the Sharks half, but Ospreys line out, but they've lost the ball, but then the Sharks give away another penalty. I can't stand it. Oh my God. I can't even. I'm losing my fucking mind with these Sharks players. And Ospreys will go for pulse. Yeah. Brady, okay, I'm behind. Let me commentate. Otherwise, you can. Do you want to actually change it? Do you want to commentate? Because you're probably watching on TV, and I'm having to stream it. Although, yeah, it's an easy kick, so it makes sense that Anson will get this. He's my kicker in Fantasy League. Oh, actually, speaking of Fantasy League, I am 34th in the world and 5th in South Africa for the Fantasy League for the URC, winning. Still no tries. The Sharks haven't looked like scoring, so let's not complain just yet, okay? Thanks, Brady. I was also just pulling your leg, by the way. And yep, easy kick for Anscombe, 6-0. That's right. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Like, the Sharks seem to come back into all the games in the second half, but that's leaving it too late. We cannot afford to keep doing that. Sharks kick off through Chamberlain into the Ospreys 22, taken in, and the Ospreys will have a ruck inside the 22. Reese Webb looking to clear with a box kick. I'm sorry for eating, by the way, but I'm hungry. Taken in just out inside the Sharks half, and Henko Fenter with a decent run, makes a couple of meters. Back to Van Furen, who gets over the halfway line again. Pienaar off to Fulmink, who goes out to Ward. Werner Koch on the break on the outside. Bro, you're a sevens player. Pass. You're a... Oh, why? Why is he playing for us? Why? He can't handle anything that is BMT. This is the simplest inside pass. Why did you try to kick? Why? You just had to pass. Why are you a moron? I can't deal with how stupid they are. I can't. You know you're a moron. Which is why I do not want you playing for us. Saying that, I probably would have tried the same thing. Yeah, exactly. Why kick that? That was an easy inside pass, even if it's just to reset. Anyway, Sharks have scrum. Sharks get good scrum ball just outside the Ospreys 22 now. Pienaar to Dutoy? No, to Fenter. Sharks finally get their own penalty at ruck time. Ruan Pienaar, the quick tap into the 22. Sharks need to recycle here. Come on. What? Okay. Go to Chamberlain, decides, yep, let's get some points from this visit, and he hits a drop goal, and he's successful. So you know what? I won't fault him for that. Good on him. Good on him. Ooh, did it do a time skip? I feel like it's just done a huge time skip. Yeah. But you know what? The Sharks are on the board. I'll take it. And they actually have looked better in this half. You know, they've they've done something on attack. So I won't complain about that. I mean, in this game, I'd say he's actually been okay. I mean, he's got a crucial intercept that stopped a pretty much certain try from the Ospreys. Anyway, Ospreys kick off straight to which fence is that? Henko Fenter, who takes it just outside the 22, so we won't be able to kick for touch. Well, not straight out anyway. So we recycle it. Pinar to Mchunu. Pinar back to, is that Folmick or Burt? That's Chamberlain. Burt to Chamberlain. Burt to Chamberlain smacks it downfield just outside the Ospreys 22. And as the Wales team does, they look to kick. Kicks an up and under. Decent chase from, who's there, number 8? Morgan Morris. I don't even know Morgan Morris. Anyway, Ron Pinar recycles to Van Vuren. Alan Wynne-Jones holds him up a little bit, but then they go to ground. Told to roll away. Back to Bush Chamberlain, who kicks out and straight to their number 15. Who's their 15? Dan Evans. Dan Evans rides the tackle of Fenter and then is tackled by, I think, Ruben van Heerden. Anscombe playing the back line. Oh, and who's that? Is that number 14? I think it was their wing. He steps one tackle and then is hit just inside our own 10-meter line. Sharks need to be careful here. They're making ground. The number 8. Ospreys number 8 takes it in, close to the 22. Please send Werner Koch to the Lions. Yeah. And the Ospreys knock it on in the tackle. Burta Chamberlain with some fancy feet there. And he's done well here. He's made a good 15 meters there and carried on again, picked up. Throws it back, picked up again. Hiron Andrews with the ball, takes it into contact. Look, I'd happily get rid of Werner Koch. I think he's just done nothing for the Sharks. He really frustrates me. And that was and Ospreys clear just up to their own 10-meter line. It was a good passage of play, actually. Very loose, but both teams showing, attacking flair. I quite like Burta Chamberlain, to be honest. I like his attacking mindset. He could have kicked that, but, he decided to have a go of it. I don't know. I mean, look, the Ospreys have showed that they're a clutch team. They are really good at, holding it together in the dying moments when they're like 4 points ahead. So I wouldn't rule them out just yet, mate. And, the Sharks love shooting themselves in the foot. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully something new will happen. As in, the Sharks will win something. So it's Sharks line out just outside the Ospreys 10-meter line. Sharks win it at the back of the line out. Van Vuren, decent hit into the 10-meter. Pinar recycles. Oh, it's good line. Oh, it's good line speed. Oh, and then it doesn't go to hand. Morgan picks up, kicks through, and the Ospreys are on the chase. It's back into the Sharks 22. Picked up by, oh my God. I just said I like Burta Chamberlain, and then he's just gone and done that. He's lost the ball forward, and the Ospreys have claimed it back. But actually, no, the Sharks have won it back in the ruck. And Folmink clears it. And it hasn't gone out. So Morris will take a run back, and Folmink, to his credit, tackles him. And the ball's come out the side. The Sharks have claimed it back. They're putting it through the hands. The forwards look like they don't really know what's going on. Good hands, at least, in the tackle. At least the Sharks have possession back, to be honest. This is a very loose game. If there was a pass there, they could have scored. Sharks recycle. Hochgita has a decent step and evades the first tackle. Hiron Andrews takes it up. Rampino recycles to Burta Chamberlain. Chamberlain kicks through. Oh, and that's unfortunate, that bounce. Oh, but tell you what, Morgan Evans made a mess of that. He almost costed his team big time in the in-goal zone. He dropped it on the first thing. Another drop goal. Brady! Stop it. But this, I mean, look, the Sharks actually are putting some phases together. It's good to see. So it'll be a goal line kickoff, a goal line dropout for Gareth Anscombe. I've got to admit, Gareth Anscombe is he's a good player, and I've really liked him. Oh, Butter Chamberlain, you're right, lines up a drop goal outside the Ospreys 10-meter and slams it over. What a lad! Get in there, my son. Yeah, the Sharks just need to hold on to that possession, and they're actually doing well. I mean, and Butter Chamberlain, apart from the almost let's give him a try, he's looked good. He's looked really good. And I tell you what, Volmings looks solid at fullback. But once our Boks are back, we're going to be a completely different side, and I'm really looking forward to that. Because we'll finally have someone who can play centre. Effectively, shall we say. I mean, in this situation, that was a good drop goal. No, trust me, this game is about winning the game. They're not going to go for a try if they don't think they can get it. Gareth Anscombe in midfield kicks a high bomb for Morris to chase. Butter Chamberlain quickly takes it and kicks it. Strange kick down the field. Not looking for touch or anything. Back to Evans. Evans kicks it way too deep. And this could go completely dead. And it will. It'll be all the way back to where he kicked it. Really good result for the Sharks there. Happy with that. Not sure what Evans was doing there. But hey, I'll take 6-6 to be honest. I'll take it. And actually, the Sharks have done most of the playing in this half, which is really good to see. I'll say for once, it doesn't happen often. I've got to admit, and as sad as it makes me, I think the time for Cohen to be a Bok has passed. Either that or he needs to change clubs. Because, I mean, I love having him at the Sharks, but it's not a good enough team right now for him to be at his best. And it's sad because I think he will potentially be one of the Boks just like lost talents. Because he really should. So scrum down and it'll be a reset. But it is Sharks ball, which is good. Just inside Ospreys half. I won't be eating during the second half, which is good. Although it's kind of nice, actually. Is the video still lagging, by the way? I imagine it is.
In the opposition red zone. I think that's key. To try and keep composure, try and keep playing, keep the ball in the right areas. I don't think most of the games we played between around the halfway line.
Yeah, I just don't want the Sharks to give away a penalty at their own scrum, and they don't. The Ospreys give away a penalty, which is great. That's okay. I think we're going to sort something out at halftime. But good result there from the Sharks. But actually, I don't know if Rowan Pienaar has the distance for this kick. See, this is why I miss Ronda Stain. I miss Stain playing at the Sharks. Because shit, just kick it from anywhere. 3 points, please. Yeah. Oh, it looks like they are going to take it for kick for poles. Do we have a long range kicker at the moment? Is Butter Chamberlain a long range kicker? I don't think I've ever seen him kick. Well, it'd be great if the Sharks can get another 3 points here. It is Butter Chamberlain. Butter Chamberlain's going for poles. Nice. Well, if he gets it, he gets it. Awesome. I'll be happy if he gets it. So. I won't fault this decision. I think with our line out the way it is. Oh, Ulster's beating Benton. Okay, cool. Actually, a guy I went to school with is playing for. He's on the bench for Benetton. He's been playing for them for a couple of years now. Sebastian Negri. And Chamberlain lines up and no way near the poles. Like literally nowhere near. So Ospreys clear up to their, I'd say, 10-meter line. Just inside their own 10-meter. But, I mean, it's frustrating, but at least the Sharks now have a line out, which they'll probably lose, on the Ospreys, inside the Ospreys 10-meter line. So hopefully we can set an attacking platform from this. But frustrating that we didn't go ahead. Sharks claim their own line out. That's good. And set them all. Not moving just yet. It's moving forward slowly now. Moore goes down. Oh, this is good from Jeremy Ward. Just outside the 22, Pinar recycles to Borja Chamberlain, who kicks again. It's gone over to Podkita, who's caught it and landed out. But he didn't actually have possession of the ball when he landed, so it's gone forwards and the Ospreys have reclaimed it, so it's a knock-on advantage. And the Ospreys will probably look to run it once with a forward, and they do. And the referee blows a whistle, and it's a scrum to the Ospreys. Look, rugby's not necessarily boring because there are no tries. I agree. It can be. Like, I think the game Leinster, I think it was Leinster versus Dragons last week. It was like 7-6, the end score. That was boring. But this has actually been quite an interesting game. It's nice to see the Sharks actually holding their own against a star-studded team. Because the Ospreys have actually struggled the last 2 seasons, but they've started really well this season. And, you know, the Sharks, vice versa. But this is actually it's a decent contest right now. The Sharks can win this. And scrum goes down. I'm not sure how I'd call that. Yeah, if I was the ref, I probably would have said the same call. Just to reset, both sides have gone down. Literally, scrums these days are literally just, I'm just going to, unless it's clear and obvious, I'm just going to kind of just pick one and go for it. So it's a reset. Ospreys to put in. No, I get you. But, I mean, to every player, a club match is a test for them. If they're not going to play, international, club matches are tests to them, don't you think? I mean, I play amateur rugby, but every game is just as important to me as, every other one. And the Ospreys get the penalty at the scrum. Reece Webb tries to take it quickly, but he's not on the mark, so he's called back. Probably a good thing because the Sharks did not react at all to it. So Ospreys will look to clear. They'll aim to get deep into the Sharks' half. Just an Ospreys prop, I think, down receiving attention. So it's probably Nicky Smith. That didn't look like Thomas Francis. Thomas DeToy slipping his bind. That being said, I would have called the Ospreys player for driving inwards, but it doesn't seem to be getting called and penalised in this competition. Yeah, Nicky Smith was the man who was down. He's back up now. Gareth Anscombe looking to clear.
He's just got to be careful there. Thomas He's got a little bit long and he's ended up flat on his stomach. And the referee said that you've got to chase your feet, you've got to keep your feet under you. You've got a responsibility to hold.
Yeah, I mean, that's because they are. But don't forget, I mean, if there's a game like that, which is great. I mean, it's a spectacle to see, isn't it? But at the same time, don't forget, the more tries are scored, you know, it means that the defense is more questionable. Whereas this is, you know, good defense, but not great attack. So, I mean, it all depends. I mean, it's 6-6 at the moment. Sharks have turned it over, and they're just outside their own 22. Knock-on advantage, and the Sharks have lost it in the ruck, and it'll be a scrum to the Ospreys. Hans, no asking what the score is. The score will be on the scoreboard. So the Ospreys will have the scrum. Not ideal.
Again, you see one up Sharks attack here, but you support players. We talk about it time and time again from the first minute. Got to do better. You've got to identify tackle. You've got to get them away quickly. The errors in the Sharks game is what's
just waiting for the preceding scrum.
Great territory, but
that's annoying because if there wasn't a knock on by the Sharks, it would actually be a Sharks scrum.
Great opportunity, attacking opportunity. Look at the way they've lined up.
So, Ospreys scrum on the Sharks 22.
Strange alignment.
The thing is, and the Sharks give away a free kick at the scrum. Reece Webb doesn't take it on the mark again. So he's called back. My problem with South African teams, and bearing in mind I support the Sharks, is that they have this mental block against a referee who doesn't really referee the game in a way that they're used to. So, and I think this goes all the way back to 2011, and specifically that Bryce Lawrence game, South Africa, Australia. South African teams have no idea how to adapt. They have no idea how to adapt to a referee that doesn't referee the same style they used to. And it shows every single time. It's a problem. It happens a lot still to the Springboks. So Ospreys take it up to the 22. Reece Webb recycles to number 6, Will Griffiths. Recycles again. Oh, and it's a knock-on from the Ospreys number 1. So it'll be another scrum, but this time to the Sharks. Nice. It's good to have back. Good for the Sharks to have possession back.
They're trying to exploit the Sharks over chase. So if you watch the Sharks are folding the open side, they're coming too many, and then they're trying to hit back blind, as it were. But I think you'd be bitterly disappointed with that. Reece has got to be a bit more sympathetic with that pass from the base, but he's taking one eye off the ball. He's seeing the defenders coming up. But again, we're starting to see the stuff that the Ospreys talked about and trained doing during the week.
Oh, right. So they're getting the scrum set. So there's about 2.5 minutes left of the half. A couple more seconds, a little less than that. That's about right. Hopefully the Sharks can either stay level. Hopefully the Sharks will not concede any points in the rest of this half. 6-6 at halftime. I'll be happy with that. I'll really be happy with that. Because I didn't expect the Sharks to do this well in the first half. Or I suppose I didn't expect the Ospreys to be this poor in the first half. So Evans has it at the back, just outside the 22, clears up into the Sharks 22, where it bounces to Fulmink, who passes inside to Boeta Chamberlain, who looks to clear. And he gets it. To get it out. Yep, just outside the Ospreys 22. So that's a very good clearance from Boeta Chamberlain. It will be an Ospreys ball, but that's fine. It's nowhere near our try line, so I'll take that. So yeah. I think Sharks have actually been decent with territory games today. Which, is uncharacteristic for them, to be honest. Also, what I'm noticing now is it's so crazy how a stadium and a ground looks so much bigger on TV than if you're actually sitting there. So Ospreys line out, they throw in, taken down easily in the middle. And they've got it in a maul, but it's not going anywhere at the moment. So Reece Webb takes it off the back, box kicks for their 14. Who's 14? Matt Prothero to chase. Vernocock has to come back. It's just bounced inside our 22, and he kicks. And it's gone to the Ospreys 22, taken down by Evans. Evans runs a little bit and then kicks again. Taken down by Volmink in our 22, but he runs it out and then kicks, which I still don't understand. And anyway, it's into the Ospreys half. And then number 11, who is Luke Morgan, takes it in and actually steps the first tackler and keeps running. But Ospreys actually, going on the attack for once. It's been a while. And this number 11, Matt Prothero, he's kind of a live wire. I think he's quite good. He's actually trying to get something started for the Ospreys, which, none of the other players have been able to do yet. So good on him. Pass back to Anscombe. Anscombe kicks up high. Decent kick. Bit far, but who's that? Who's our 14? Portita takes it in, gets smashed as soon as he lands. Ropina to Chamberlain. Chamberlain does a kick over the top. Aimless kick straight to Prothero. No chase either, so there was no hope of a hell of any of it. He tries to step, gets scragged, and knocks the ball well forwards and picked up by, I think it was Pinar. Pinar clears straight down to their number 11, Morgan, who takes it just inside the Ospreys' own half. It's a frenetic game, this. It's weird. No one's really getting a great attack on. This is good from the Ospreys, though. They've spun it wide, but good rush defense from not rush defense, but scramble defense from the Sharks. And the Ospreys have lost 7 meters. But there are so many holes in the Sharks' defense, but the Ospreys just aren't finding them. And that'll be it. Reece Webb kicks out, and the halftime score is 6-6. And to be frank, I'm happy with that. I'm quite happy with that, considering. Does it look like Steven's coming in? Steve? No. Oh. Am I adding him to the stream? Give me a second, guys. I'll be back in a minute. 6-6 at halftime. Decent game. I mean, not the greatest, but I'm happy with it from a Sharks fan point of view. We're not losing, so I'll take it. I will take it. And I will see you in about 10 minutes.
You'll be surprised at how little.
And we are back. Second half just about to get underway. I think this will be a good second half. Also, let me know. We've decided to go with this instead of the green screen because apparently it tends to speed up the overall stream. Let me know if it does. I hope so. Let me know if the video is a bit better this time. I think the Ulster Benetton score is 31-3. Let me have a quick check. Also, for anyone out there, if you want a good app for sports, but also rugby, download this one. It's called Tribe. It's really good. The score is 21-3 to Ulster. Tries from Gilroy, Doak, and Herring. I think it's Herring. Herring, I think they were saying he's a South African, and also this is his 200th game for Ulster, and he scored a try, which is great. But yeah, go and download that app, Tribe. We're not sponsored by them or anything. It's just really good. I've had it for a couple of years now. Cheers. G&T. Yeah. Gilroy got one, yeah. Craig Gilroy's a good player. Although, I must admit, I think, let's say, okay, so the players that are really impressing me so far in the competition, Darcy Graham from Edinburgh, Velicott, the scrum half, also from Edinburgh, Gareth Anscombe, because, he's good, standard. The Glasgow 15, he's really good. I can't remember his name though. We would be happy to be sponsored by them, yes. No, it's a really good site, but they deal with all sport. You can find almost everything on there, and it gives you live updates on the sport, on the scores and what's happening in the game. It's good. It's a really good app. I'm glad I found it, to be honest. If I can't watch, it's brilliant.
Your World of Champions only on DSTV.
That being said, Steve, who are we going to be sponsored by? Has that come about yet? Yeah, I've never been a fan of wrestling, so we can just get rid of that. Go ahead. Wrestling's never been nothing.
The season premiere of Friday Night SmackDown continues on Raw. It's back.
It is 25-2, and I reckon the game will get going in a couple of minutes, probably 5 minutes. Yeah, I reckon about a couple of minutes. The game will get going again. They do have Ultimate Rugby, also not bad. Ultimate Rugby's good as well. I think it's as you're saying, Ron, you can't believe they can't. Okay, so the players are back on the field now, and I will let you know if any changes have been made.
Here at the Swansea.com stadium, support for the Sharks, whether they're locals who've just gone and got themselves a flag, or whether they're people who are lucky enough to be here before the restrictions were lifted. But that is a good sign as well, isn't it? That the potential, as we were hearing there,
a couple of South African supporters in the audience, which is good to see. Always good to see support away from home. I know, and it's good. To be fair, it's just good to see fans back in the stadium. Ospreys are running out now. I will let you know if any changes have been made. Haven't seen any just yet.
And of course, Jonathan Davis.
Like I was saying, the fact the Ospreys haven't scored says a lot about the Sharks, I think. And the Ospreys, they're not playing fantastically in terms of attack, but the Sharks have done well to diffuse the aerial threat and the constant bombardment from the air. Butcher Chamberlain's been good. Minus Pocket has been really good in the air. And the Sharks are doing well. I hope that they, keep it up in the second half and actually really push this game. Hopefully they can get a win. I really hope they can get a win. So the game, Bud Chamberlain is kicking off now. So the game is started. Deep into the 22, who I don't know who that is. Clears decent clearance. Although I think it... Oh, okay. Very good clearance from the number 12, Owen Watkin. He's kicked it from the 22 up to the Sharks' 10-meter line. That's a very good clearance off the kickoff. I'm not going to lie. He'll be happy with that. The Ospreys are a bit of a hit-and-miss side. Brady, I'm going to kill you. Stop it. Sharks take it down off their line out. Maul's looking good here. Goes to ground, though. Ruan Pinar sends it high. Werner Koch is chasing here. Knocked on by the Ospreys 11, which is Luke Morgan. Morgan? No, sorry. Prothero, 14. Kick through there. Hiron Andrews doing bloody well there to get through. He's showing good speed. And the Sharks have scored through Jeremy Ward. I'll take it. What, lads? What a start to the second half. Get in there, lads. Oh, that's a good start. Happy with that. Really good from the Sharks end. Hiron Andrews showing bloody hell a turn of pace there. I suppose it, pays to have long-ass legs. Really good from Butter Chamberlain here. Really nice little dink through. Hiron Andrews does brilliantly well there. And a great offload off the floor to Jeremy Ward. What a great start to the second half. Now the Sharks keep this going. We're on for a really good shot at winning this game. Well, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Good lads, good lads. Just the Welsh commentary. Ruan Pinar takes the kick, and it is a solid 2 points there. So the Sharks get a solid 7-pointer, and it is now 13-6. But Butter Chamberlain, nice little dink there. Just really good vision. I do like Butter Chamberlain. I think he's a good player. I think he'll be really good with Am outside him. And with a really good backline. Taken in on off the kickoff from Butter Chamberlain, and a decent clearance. Looks like he's got it almost up to halfway. Yeah, I would have said that was a bit further. I don't blame him for saying move up a bit. Yeah, Sean, I'm not surprised. I mean, 7-6. It's either pissing with rain or players playing crap. When was the last time you heard of a game going 7-6? Ospreys throw in and just about managed to regain the ball. Taken in by Owen Watkin inside their own half. Thomas Dutoy, he's making a nuisance of himself, and he hasn't been penalised. So good on him. Slowed that ball down hugely. Fair enough. Nice little comment there in the group chat. That's it. Bush Chamberlain's better than Dan Carter. So Ospreys through Reece Webb, box kick into the Sharks half. It's not been claimed by anyone off the bounce, so it's let. Oh, and that's a high tackle on Kieran Van Vuren. And that'll be a penalty to the Sharks on their own 22. So it's a good chance to. Do I think the Stormers will win tomorrow? They are playing Edinburgh in Edinburgh. I doubt it. Edinburgh are very good at home. Put it this way, they certainly shouldn't win. But the thing is, if the Stormers can string a first half like they did last week with the second half that's good, they can win it. Of course they can win it. But they fell off so hard in the second half that, if they do that again, they'll just get run over. Sorry about that. So Sharks clear about 10 meters inside the Ospreys half. So it'll be an Ospreys line out. Ruan Pinar taking that clearance kick. Not a chaser in the world for the Ospreys there.
no real effort.
There's a good kick from Pino.
On Rule Pino there.
Okay, so no, it's actually it's inside the Ospreys 10-meter line. Back from the line out, Reece Webb puts it high. To test. Oh, it's a good test for Potkita, and he does well to take that. Oh, except he straddles him down the river with a hospital pass, who also knocks it on in the process. And Ospreys have it recycling through Reece Webb, Cock making a nuisance of himself at the back of that ruck. Oh, there's got an overlap here. The Ospreys have an overlap. Sharks, scrambled. Fucking hell, scrambled defense has done well there to get over. Ospreys knock it on in the tackle. Really sloppy play from both sides here. That was a shit long advantage. What the hell? Ospreys knock it on. It's still a Shark. Ospreys put in. Come on, that was a long ass. God damn it! That was a shit long advantage. Oh, okay. No, Ospreys knocked. Okay, cool. So it's the Shark scrum. My bad.
Good line there, but again,
Glasgow will thrash the Lions. Munster are beast. They always have been. I think Glasgow are going to put do a number on the Lions, just seeing how Glasgow are playing. Look, I'm still not sold the Sharks are going to win this game. Ospreys could turn it on at any point, or the Sharks could fall off at any point. But given form, the Sharks should look to close this game out. But we'll see. I'm optimistic, but cautiously optimistic. Yeah, I think it will be a high-scoring game. I just don't know whether the Lions will factor in that high scoring or not. To be quite honest, I'd love to see another repeat of, that Chiefs-Lions game where it was like 75-67 or something like that. Because it was just try. Okay, so a host of changes being made by the Ospreys here. Number 16, Elvis Tyone and Gareth Thomas, 17, coming on to really change the front row up. I think this could. You want to? I don't actually know how to turn my mic volume up.
High skill, high risk, and if it pays off.
I think it's at full, to be honest. Yeah, my mic volume's at full. I was in the north stand, right in the front row. So it's not a whole new front row, but both props have been changed for the Ospreys. So hopefully the Sharks front row is not too tired to handle the new players. TV volume. All right. Can you actually hear it? Can you hear it now? Yeah, I was going to say, at least buy me a drink first. I mean, I have one, but I'm always open to more. Solid scrum here. Sharks. That still pisses me off. Although, Sharks done well there, and they've earned a penalty at the scrum. One thing that's pissing me off about South African teams, and specifically South Africa in the Lions tour, is this, just throwing it under their locks' feet, and the refs just don't call it at all. Like, that's not putting into the scrum, that's just giving it to your scrum half. And they're doing it here. I mean, great, we won the penalty, but it still pisses me off that they're doing it. It's not rugby.
Again, it's new front row, but same outcome from scrum time for the Ospreys, unfortunately.
It does. It's fucking infuriating. You're right on halfway. Which side? Yeah, I wasn't on halfway. I was probably on the 22. On the, if you're looking at, if the north stands up here and this is the bottom, I was here. So on the left-hand side of the north stand. Anyway, Reece Webb to Gareth Anscombe to Beard. Oh, and it's been stripped by Thomas du Toit in the tackle. What a lad. Ryan Pienaar puts a little dink through. Please get out. Please get out. Please get out. Nice. Put pressure on him. Oof, jumped straight into him. But that's good from the Sharks. The Sharks, you know what? I'm impressed with how they played tonight.
Well done, Luke Morgan, there, because he could have gone to ground, yeah.
I'm impressed with how they're playing tonight.
Just.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't. It was Henko Fenter who stripped the ball there. Brilliant.
They looked at pass straight away. Lovely little kick.
Sharks are actually using a decent kicking game in this, which is great.
Gets the kick in. He could have easily gone to ground there, stood his ground, fair play. Didn't look for the penalty, didn't
Yes,
take it.
it's you can slightly get away with putting it under your hooker's feet, but all the way to your lock, that's where you draw the line, and you're like, that's not fair. That's not a fair contest. No, that's ridiculous. And I'm supporting the Sharks. They're doing it. It's not okay. I don't like it. And refs need to crack down on it. So the Sharks have a maul here off the line out. It's not moving forwards yet. In fact, it's staggering backwards a bit. And the Ospreys player has come straight through the middle and has got his hands on it. And it's Alan Wynne-Jones. And this will be a turnover. And the Ospreys have the ball. That's really, really bad. Really bad from the Sharks there. They did not control that maul well. Scott Graham, I think I saw you. I was wearing my Sharks jersey, so you probably, I wasn't, it was just kind of me and maybe 4 other people supporting the Sharks. I was just below the woman who was shouting Sharks the whole time, like the whole game. It was really fun. It was really good. It was really nice to see. I was just below her in the stands. That's where I was. But yeah, so Sharks get turned over at maul, and it'll be an Ospreys scrum, I believe. Ospreys scrum. Cool.
The Sharks defense.
Well, 2 years ago, we were asking whether this man would make
Alan Wynne-Jones, great turnover from him.
The conversation has now flipped to a World Cup. He's 36. There's no sign of him.
Yeah, you see, Alan Wynne-Jones, surely he's not going to make the next World Cup. Surely not. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to make the next World Cup? No, not a penalty. It should be a free kick.
The pressing issue for him and his
it should happen, but it's never, ever looked at. It pisses me off. Even Nigel Owens is like,
Give them one more turn, one more goal here.
I don't really understand.
You're a Glasgow supporter and you support the Sharks as well. Yeah, that's good. Dude, he'll never retire. I think he'll actually just rugby will stop before he retires. Like he just what? Oh, what? Got a close up of the Ospreys mascot. That thing. It looks like it's come straight out of the American football guys. Mascots. Anyway, so another scrum here. Ospreys put in.
Multi-phases and it pays dividends. The Ospreys have got to get this ball out of this scrum. We can't afford for this to be
10 minutes deep into the second half. It's looking like a solid scrum here. It's collapsed on the left-hand side, but the ball's come out straight to Gareth Anscombe, who's been charged down. Come on, Chamberlain. Oh, it's gone dead. Ah, damn it. Good charge down, though, from Watchalong. Although he looks like he's actually hurt his arm doing that. Because he had a niggle on his arm. Yeah. Oh, and it's hit him on the elbow, too. Oh, it's unfortunate. That's exactly where he got injured. Shit, who the hell do we put up? Okay, so if Watchalong has to go off, Pienaar will go to 10 and Nahamba will go to 9. It's the only way it's going to work. But I don't want Watchalong to go off. He's been playing well. He's an Android. He's a Nokia 3310. If you drop him, the floor breaks. Anyway, so the Sharks clear into the Ospreys 22, picked up by Evans, who clears back into the Sharks half, straight to Volmink, who passes into Watchalong, lines up a bomb for Volmink to chase, and taken in by Prothero. Oh, Sharks could get a steal here. Unlucky. Ward misses out.
And Andrews was annoyed by the referee for not giving him an opportunity to steal that.
Tyone takes the ball in, but gets knocked backward by Henko Fenter. Good hit there. Ospreys are playing with it in their own half, about 10 meters out from their 22. And they're shaping to box kick here. Fortunately, Monos Potkita has played bloody well in terms of gathering the high ball. Watchalong underneath. Takes it in. Oh, he's passed it. Oh, this is brilliant from the Sharks. Koch cannot kick to save his life, apparently, but he manages to get it back somehow. He's going to get turned over here. No, Sharks have kept it. They're inside the Ospreys 22. Setting to take it in for the forwards. Border Chamberlain out to Pocketa? Shit! No, it's Venter. God damn it!
Numbers on the right-hand side.
Werner Koch. I mean, he got it back, but still, he kicked it straight up in the air. It was really good though. Good vision from
Pop chips it, takes it.
Well, Ron, what I don't understand is they've organised a game against the All Blacks when they're missing like 13 of their internationals. But they knew that was going to be the case. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. But, I mean, I don't care. It's not my team. I support England.
They all stem from a poor Ospreys kick there.
Before you crucify me, yes, I support England. I always have. I was born in England. I was 10 when I left England to go to South Africa.
Get back to halfway, you tend to end up narrow on your kick.
So the Ospreys have a scrum inside their own 22. Hey, we've got 48 people. I'll take that for a club game. Yeah. Oh, Sharks are getting a shove on, yeah? They give away a penalty. Ospreys penalty. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. I mean, look, Wales' second team loses to Japan every time they play. So, yeah. It's going to be a massacre. Would that be once every 2 years? Hang on. What?
And the Ospreys get an opportunity to get out of the 22.
Give me a second.
Someone more frustrated in the stadium right now. Sean Everett, I'm imagining pulling his hair.
Oh.
And an unforced error, it's over, and then you give a penalty away at the next set piece.
So it's there's a penalty. So it's Ospreys line out about 5 meters from halfway in their own half.
You know, it's discipline and errors cost them the first 2 games. And, you know, they're going to be hoping desperately they don't make the same mistake today.
Sharks need to be careful here and not give away penalties now, because they will just lose the game for themselves. And I do not want to see that. We're in a good position here. So they go to the short. They go short to the front of the line out, but taken down by Mchunu. It's a good tackle there. I don't want to see. Actually, no. I'm keen to see the youngsters for England play. I don't care if we get thrashed. I'm really keen to see the youngsters get game time. Reece Webb box kicks over into the Sharks half. Taken in by Werner Koch. You know, he actually did something right for once. He caught it. Ruan Pienaar recycles to Henko Fenter, who takes 2 tackles. Stop. Ruan Pienaar's got at the back. Passes to Border Chamberlain, who kicks. Oof, he was almost charged down there. Was he outside? And it's straight out on the full, so we're going to come all the way back. God, this is. I can't. He's played so well up until now. I mean, look, it wasn't. It was close. I'll give it to him. It was very close to not being out in the full, but.
You know, if I was
form on what?
Ball is no good, right? So you should just get the
So it's the Ospreys line out inside the Sharks 22. Great. They get the ball at the front, break off the back to Webb, straight into Watkin. Yeah, Watkins number 12. This is looking bad for this is looking dangerous for the Sharks. Reece Webb changes direction. Prothero's got it. And this is actually who they want to have the ball. He's looked good all game. Tackled basically where the ball was passed. Beard shifts it. Sharks are in trouble here. Oh, no, it's good. Volmink's over the ball. No, he's been pushed off. But it's good defense so far from the Sharks. Good panic defense. What's panic? You know, rush. Oh, fuck, never mind. Okay. Anyway, Sharks clear the ball through Ruan Pienaar. He's got a good kick there. It's gone all the way to the 22, but it hasn't gone out.
Jogs back, takes his time. Doesn't get touched.
You call it parking the bus. This is good. Border Chamberlain running the ball back into the Ospreys half. Volmink's got it now. Takes a step, but a big, tackled immediately by Tyone. Back to Border Chamberlain, who kicks over to back to the left-hand side. So nice. It's sat up and it's staying right there. This is actually good play from the Sharks, considering the position they're in. Back to Border Chamberlain. Dude, just line up a drop goal. Just do it. Just do it. Ruan Pienaar gets the ball and decides to kick, but it's gone straight down to... Who's that? I don't know who that is. I think that's their 12, which is Watkin. Comes down to Forming. Forming passes over to Chamberlain, who kicks. There was calls for forward there. Oh, and Prothero has not been able to take it, and he's knocked it on. But they might check the forward pass there.
Seem to wait for an age for the referee.
Ruan, it's not game over for them. They're only one. Look, they're only one try converted away from being level.
They are winning the kicking game as the Ospreys, the coaches have thought they would.
So trust me,
The
it's.
Ospreys aren't going through phases. And
I feel for him there, but he should have actually just stood up and waited for it to bounce. Control it with your foot, mate.
Defensive line.
Come on.
And just absorbing it up and waiting for the mistakes.
Sharks are in a good position here.
Ospreys are going to keep kicking like this. They're going to try and get
Sharks are in a very good position here.
Chamberlain out of backfield. You know,
It looks like Krobler's coming off, which means he will be replaced probably by either Pepsi Butlesi or Dylan Richardson.
Get the back three back, right?
Who's on? Pepsi Butlesi on. Still 20 minutes left, yeah. 22 minutes left. It's definitely not over. And 23, Joe Hawkins is on for the Ospreys. Who's he replaced? I like Pepsi Butlesi. He's on for Prothero. That's sad. I mean, he's played really well up until that, knock on.
What's known as the Shepherd's Crook.
Yeah, we certainly be replaying that one in his sleep.
I tell you what, though, if the Sharks could score off this scrum here, just outside the Ospreys 22, that would, really put them in good position to win this game. Pienaar off the back of the scrum to Chamberlain. Chamberlain passes off to Cock. Cock takes it into contact. Pienaar off the back of the ruck to who's that? Henko Fenter, I think, maybe. Pienaar again off the back of the ruck to Butcher to Chamberlain. Oh, it's good. Volming's got it, and it's off. And yes, Pocket is in. Yes, lad. What a lad. Yes. That's it. That is it. Good lads. Well done. Oh, I'm happy. First Sharks game I'm commentating on, and we're winning. Yes. This is so much better, though. We're playing so much better. We've got like structure. We know what we're doing. It's nice to see, and we're a second half team. We just come into these games in the second half. We need to do this in the first half too. If we can do both, we will be we'll challenge the competition. But that was great. That's Marnus. Marnus Podkita. I thought it was Marius. Is it Marnus or Marius?
They've come to play.
Where did I write it? I put Marius, but I think it's Marnus. Hey, look, it's still 20 minutes. Let's start. It's still 20 minutes, mate. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But it is. Look, I'll agree with you. It's looking good. It's looking good. Ron Pienaar takes the kick and he's missed it. That's unfortunate. But still, hey, 18-6. Not complaining. Not complaining. I'm happy with that. And it was good hands from the Sharks. It is better. Again, same thing. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But the Ospreys are a good side. 9 internationals. I'm happy with what's going on in this game so far. So that is Nchunu's come off, and he has been replaced by Kwesi Mona. I want to make it. Oh, and that's great. Sharks done well here to get that back off the restart. And the Sharks are getting a lot of the rub of the green here. Butcher Chamberlain steps back inside and does and kicks over the top. Stop. Oh, hello. Oh, that's unfortunate. Volming almost gets there. I am a little bit behind, so yeah. I have to watch it on the stream. I'm not watching it on TV, so we'll be a bit behind what you're watching, Blair.
But the fullback there, Volming.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, Volming did well to keep the chase up there because he forced the player to put it down instead of let it go dead. And now they have to take a goal line dropout, which Gareth Anscombe does now. Clears it up to Butcher Chamberlain, who smacks a drop goal. Oh, I think he's got that. He's got it! That's 3 drop goals from Porter Chamberlain. Oh, yes. What a lad. I like this guy.
Conducting this game perfectly, and the Sharks are
I remember when
on their
Rory
way
Cockett
to a
did that.
first victory in the URC.
He took Rory Cockett about 12 years ago. He was taking a penalty, and one of the I think it was against probably the Bulls, and the Bulls players shouted at him as he kicked. It hit the poles. The Bulls cleared it. He got the ball, drop kicked it straight over, and told him to fuck off. I mean, again. Well, he could probably take Pollard's place at this point. So the Sharks have claimed it, and they got it in the back of the ruck. Rompino's got it at the back of the ruck. Passes off to Mona, just outside their own 22, so they'll probably look to clear here. Alwyn Jones making a nuisance of himself holding that up. But this is really great from the Sharks. It's really good to see, especially away from home. It'll be great to get an away win. Is that who's the? Oh, that's the 8. That's Morgan Morris. Takes it into the Sharks half. Off to Tyone. Ulster 20. Okay, it's a benefit they're getting back into the game. That's good. Webb passes off to Anscombe. He's forced to pass quickly on. It's unfortunate. Okay, well, the first knock-on came from the Ospreys, so we'll take that. Unfortunately, we couldn't gather the ball, but we will take the scrum in Ospreys half. Fuck yes. One more try for the bonus point. No, we've only scored 2. We've only scored 2.
Yeah, I think to be fair, the boys played well.
Wait, in this competition, are we doing 3 try bonus point? Win by 3. Is that the bonus point? Win by 3 tries. I don't even remember. That's
yeah, certainly so far so good.
Or is it still a 4 try bonus point?
To shoot that site.
He is making odd mistakes, but also he has controlled the game. I will give you that. But he is, he's the reason we're winning. Let's be honest. He's drop goal 9 points, and he's got a conversion. I'll take it. No, wait, Rowan Pino got the conversion.
And in terms of your attack, when given space and when the game breaks up,
4 try bonus point.
players
Okay,
seem comfortable in that.
so we need 2 more tries. I just want the win. I just want the win. So off the back of the scrum, Rowan Pino passes to Boot Chamberlain, who offload. He's dropped it. Jeremy Ward got through a good gap there, but he's dropped it, and he probably would have been on to score there. That's a shame. That probably would have put the game to bed. It's a bummer.
Thank you very much for your time, Noah.
Shite.
Yeah, simple game. Work out your weaknesses.
Oh, and that looks like Lawrence Adrianza, who this guy, he's come back to the Sharks, and you know what? I really like him as a prop. I think he's a bloody good prop, and I really am glad he's back. He looks like he'll be coming on soon for Thomas Dutoy. Well, you know what? It's a huge turnaround from last weekend, so I'm really happy at this point. I'm not sure. Actually, I need to check. Okay, so Osprey scrum off the back of the scrum, straight to Evans. Evans wide part. And Watkin has just dropped it cold. They have got nothing. Nothing is going their way in the second half. They're dropping everything. Just nothing's going their way. Give a bit of Scottish commentary. What you want me? Do you mean you want me to speak in a Scottish accent? Because I can do that, but probably not permanently. But I will be. I'm going to start going to the Edinburgh home games because I am moving to Edinburgh soon. So I will be going to a couple of the home games. I might try and get there for the Bulls game next weekend.
As a skipper, how do you?
Wait, what? You saying you want me to speak in Scottish accent? No, I'm not drunk enough for that. I'm not even drunk.
To motivate, as it were. What will be happening is reiterating next stop.
Oh no, the Sharks are giving them a fucking spanking.
The Ospreys are going to get out of trouble. They're under pressure. Momentum swing is in the favour of the Sharks. It'll be about discipline. It'll be about executing your skill really well.
Great angle. A box. Quick first pace possession. Turned over by the Ospreys. Owen Watkin.
Sorry about that. I'm just telling my cousin to come and watch. Okay, so actually the Sharks are in a good position here. Ospreys ball, but deep in their own 22. And the Sharks have pushed over. Referee's called it hands off by White. So they'll get the opportunity to clear. Reese Webb's got it at the back of the ruck. Sorry, not Reese Webb. Is Reese Webb off? Who's this? Who's their reserves from there?
Just still
Who is their reserve? Oh, okay. So they're
good pressure.
Yeah, around this area is often the best place to attack from. You get far more options after first phase. But again, Ospreys working in around the breakdown has been excellent. There's one facet of play that they will be really pleased with. Disrupting the momentum when they do have a target. They're working really hard. That do and do next tackle.
so Ospreys clear, but not too far. So the Sharks have got a good opportunity here.
Slow the ball down. George, what are your thoughts?
Just outside the Ospreys 22. Oh, and the Sharks have lost the line out. Ugh. Oh, penalty to the Sharks though. I think it was for pulling down the man in the line out. Which, I mean, go for the 3. Absolutely go for the penalty. Go for the 3 points. Yeah, no, the Ospreys haven't been great. Yeah, I thought they'd go. Brady! Stop it.
A bit frustrating as a fan, as a player as well.
Brady, I will put you in a timeout.
Far from what we were
And I
hoping to
actually
do.
can do that.
Certainly.
I can put you in a timeout.
In the middle third there, we've got to start putting the ball in the right areas, start applying that pressure, go through the phases in their red zone, and getting that scoreboard ticking.
Cheers, George. Thank you. Interesting news, Sharks had a long debate about
All right.
the post of the corner here that shows the confidence.
Ruan Pinar laying up the kick. Tell him off in Scottish. Hey, fuck off, Brady.
By the throat right now.
Push off.
Continue to squeeze.
Push off, you wee bastard. This gin is getting me. Ruan Pinar lights the kick, and it's over. What a lad. Thanks, Brady. Another 3 points to the Sharks, and I think that actually might be the game. I think that actually just the way that the Ospreys, haven't been able to play. I think the Sharks have got it here. Don't want to jinx it though.
Every opportunity they've had, come away with points.
But yeah, I'm now I'm optimistic. Now I'm very optimistic the Sharks can win this. Knock on from the Sharks off the kickoff.
Ospreys need something.
Off the back of this, I think that's Morgan Williams. Wait, Stephen Myler is playing for the Ospreys? When did that start? When did he move there? God, he must be old now. Yeah. Okay, and the Sharks look like they're going to make some changes here with Nahamba coming on. I wonder how they're going to remove that. Are they going to put Chamberlain off and put Pinar at 10, or are they going to bring Pinar off? This is actually an interesting call, because then if Chamberlain does get injured, they're in trouble. We'll see what happens. And I think they're going to bring on Dylan Richardson as well.
You're in double figures. You can never, ever have any continuity momentum.
This is how they're expected to play. I mean, I expected the Ospreys to actually come out and put 10 points more than the Sharks. I expected the Ospreys to win this. So Ospreys get the penalty at the scrum. Stephen Myler. He is. Oh my God! When did he go to the Ospreys? How old are you? You used to play for Saints. Bloody hell, you're old now.
Adam Beard, actually. The responsibility of leading the side, and the committee meeting between his forwards, because they need to go back to basics. They need to do those little things right. Drag themselves back.
The Ospreys really are going to have to work hard to get themselves back into this game, though, because at the moment they're just. Oh, it's okay. Joe Hawkins goes into the contact. Great hit by. I didn't see who that was.
Finally into the red zone.
Anyway.
Myler.
Back to. They've changed direction, and it's a great intercept here from Ruan Pinar, who kicks downfield. It's a pity we don't have flipping. It's a pity we don't have our Springbok minutes. They might have actually got there. But anyway, Ospreys get back just in time to claim it, but they're in huge pressure here. I wonder if you can hear the commentary. The 122 to the other. This has to just be such energy sapping stuff. I don't see them coming back from this. And not a fantastic clearance. I mean, it's bounced in. It hasn't gone out, and it's come in field to Volmink, who's passed it off to Koch, who runs it just outside the Ospreys 22, back off the ruck to Van Heerden. Yeah, that's right. It's such a new side for me. I'm used to all the old. Sharks knock it on and claimed by the Ospreys outside the 22. So obviously advantage. Myler takes the ball and clears. Volmink's up in the line, so Kotkita has to go all the way back or track across to get it. Oh, it's a pretty good clearance. Almost got it out in the Ospreys half. Myler keeps it in, gives it off to Morgan, who runs it in. Sorry, not Morgan. Evans, who runs it in. I can't tell the difference. He's such a big fullback. He's like the same size as the number 8. Myler offloads to Alan Wynne-Jones, who's, to be fair, looking a bit tired at the moment. The Sharks have played really well. I'm really impressed with them today. Morris goes in. He's made some ground there. Off the back to Myler again. Off to Beard. Good hands from Beard. Good pickup. Oh, it's a good tackle from Ward. Tracking across. Tries to take him on the outside, and Ward's got him down. Back off the ruck to Myler again. It's the 17. Who's the 17? Gareth Thomas.
Going forward slowly.
They are going forward, the Ospreys. They're going forward. That's good. But Myler to Evans. Just. The Sharks are getting a bit loose here. They need to shore up this defense. They're losing ground quickly. Ospreys have got numbers, but they don't pass it down the line. They've got penalty advantage. Oh, they have to score here, and they don't. The pass is awful. The winger will be fuming with that. He was open.
They're not running onto the ball and holding their depth.
Yeah, I mean they're right. The Ospreys just don't have any depth.
It's just this basic skill, holding your depth.
Time off for an injury, and it looks like who's that? Who's down? Aaron Andrews. So on comes Uster and Nahamba. So Volmink's gone off. How's this working then? So Uster's come on for Van Vuren. Nahamba's come on for LaRue Roots has come on for Van Heerden. Nahamba's come on for Volmink, which means who's going to fullback? I wonder who they're gonna put at fullback. Maybe Pienaar will probably go to fly half, and then probably Chamberlain to fullback. That's what I would do. But I mean, are they gonna go for poles? What are the Ospreys gonna do here? Ruan. No, they're going for touch. I mean, yeah. It would be so stupid if they didn't. To go for poles here would be really stupid. They need to at least get one try. And then number 19, Rhys Davies, is on for Morris. For Morgan Morris. I expected a lot more from the Ospreys today. They throw to the back of the line out, straight to the scrum half, who's really close to the try line here. Come on, Sharks, hold them out. Come on, keep them scoreless, keep them tryless. It's good defense so far from the Sharks. They're doing well. Still, goal line stuff almost. Ospreys are right up to the try line now. Oh, I think he's got that. I think that will be a try for the Ospreys. Yeah. Yeah. I thought it would be. Try for the Ospreys, and it is. Who scored that?
We'll have a look at that. Well, the comeback starts now. They've got 6 minutes to get back into this game.
They might get a bonus point. I don't see them winning the game, though. They just haven't had the flair or the continuity in their back line. Sharks just need to kick deep and really keep them in their half.
He's on the look at it, isn't he?
Yeah, Sharks complaining of a possible knock on there.
Yeah.
Blame the referee.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that was short.
Scarlett Thomas.
Short, is he? When he's driven over, didn't he?
Yeah, there.
Let's go.
I would actually take a look at that.
Sees that he eventually gets there. The question is, how did he get there?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was short, so yeah, obviously, he's getting pushed by his own players. But the referees, let it stand. So that would be 24-13.
Does the prize be given?
Sharks have to hold on for 5 minutes. Come on, boys. You got this. You got this. Easy game.
Well, they're not going to kick this back, are they?
Kick it deep and contest. High and deep and contest. Just get them to make an error. I must admit, from the turnaround from last weekend's game in Glasgow, I'm really impressed. I'm really happy with how the Sharks have played.
Chamberlain.
And it's good. It is good that we're going to at least get one win. Oh, and that's perfect. They've knocked it on off the kickoff. Sharks have got the ball back to the back of the ruck.
Well, that's it then. That's a mistake that they didn't need.
Mona passes off. Just do not give away a needless penalty, please. Nahamba's got it at the back. Pass to Pinar at fly half.
Chamberlain is still there
Chamberlain's at 15.
on the field. But
Hey, no asking. No asking, Hans.
Chamberlain and Pinar now.
Nahamba recycling again to Chamberlain, who puts another kick through. Is it out? Is it gone? Hit him. Hit him. What is it? Penalty? Penalty to the Sharks. Yes. Line up a goal. Line up a goal. We won't get a 4-try bonus point. Line up and secure the win. Who would you say is man of the match, chat? I think I know who my man of the match is, but who would you say your man of the match is?
I think the standard player.
I don't know how to do a poll.
Both the Chamberlain. He just controlled the game with his kicking. He's won the kicking
Oh,
game.
shit. How do I get
He
that?
put the grubber through for the
How do I do a
first
poll?
try. 3 drop goals just to keep the scoreboard ticking
No
over.
idea.
So he has been the standout
Yeah.
player.
So everyone put in the chat your man of the match.
Our player of the match.
Damn it, Brady. Next time I'm going to... So Hans reckons Borta Chamberlain. Okay.
He's benefited.
How else is it? Who else is who is everyone else voting for? Come on, Pinar. Sink this one. Sink this one, boy. Come on, you got this. Come on, come on.
Will make it absolutely
Yes, lad. What a lad. Brady says Borta. Yeah, I am too. I'm definitely voting for Borta Chamberlain. He's been class most of the game. He's been really good. Pinar's had a good game too. He has, and that's the experience. Oh, and I don't think that's gone 10. No, it has gone 10. Sharks have reclaimed it. The game's over. Come on, come on. Let's get some more points. Let's start cutting down that negative points difference we have. Pinar clears. Really nice spiral into the 22. Who's the 20? Ethan Roots. He's still got the ball. He's running it out. Takes on the line. Tackled well by the Sharks. Alan Wynne-Jones runs it up again. He'll be frustrated with how their backline just has not fired today. They're trying to run it out, but they've been caught again, and they're just outside their 22. They've been pushed back a long way. The Ospreys just haven't looked on it today. They've looked really blunt. Oh, it's a great tackle there from Dylan Richardson on Ethan Roots. Really good. Sharks have looked really energetic today. Oh, it's been stripped. Yes. Nice knock on there. Nice knock on there from Tyone. I'll take that. We'll take that all day, every day.
Stands about in a tackle. Here they come.
We did see something similar with John Davis.
Oh,
Very difficult. He's backing away. You know, he's trying to clear out. If you're backing away into the opposition,
Is he in the mall though?
no, he's out of it. But you know, he's not in the mall. But you're going when you're going to
The
clear
whole
out
team.
and join the mall.
Look,
You're going to hit the mall.
yeah,
Don't expect
I would actually agree with you.
walking backwards
You know,
into you.
I'd say almost the whole team has played really well. The only
Well, if the
player I'd
first
actually say
penalty,
who hasn't,
for the
you
late
know,
tackle was a penalty,
hasn't really
anything could happen here, but,
dealt with the chances he's been given, again, is Werner Koch. I think
look, if he gets the ball
he's
there, right,
done okay.
where he walks back
He hasn't
into
been
the
shocking,
point
but he
coming
hasn't
in,
been
so-
great either. And honestly, I just don't see a place for him in the So there's a minute left. Sorry, there's a. I should have stopped that. There's a minute left.
The Sharks
Can I change that to 1 minute?
have done a good job of putting on the show,
Yeah.
and they've
Yeah,
certainly
we'll put it there.
come
Um,
Swansea to entertain.
Yeah.
I think once all the
Cock has gone
the
inside.
Springboks are back, I just don't see a place for him in the team. Oh, Nahamba's done well here. He's got a nice little snipe off the side, decent offload off the floor. Butterlezi goes on a nice little run there. Nahamba's got it off the back inside the Ospreys 22.
Still they come.
Nahamba again off the back of the ruck. Is that Richardson? I think it was Dylan Richardson.
Is
Takes it
playing
in.
fly half of the minute. Chamberlain back to full
And 3 seconds until the
back.
game.
Sharks
And it looks...
bossing it
And
in
Nahamba
Swansea.
clears it. And the Sharks get a very good win over a strong Ospreys side. And I am really happy with that. After the first 2 games, I am so happy with that outcome. And they worked hard for it today. I think the Ospreys, didn't show much. I think they were not great, to be honest. They were pretty meh. But, I mean, credit to the Sharks. They played well. Woods Chamberlain, class game. Few minor errors here and there, but, I mean, it shows that, the rotations that the coaches put in place, they are necessary. They needed to happen. And that's why I was like, yeah, okay. Certain players aren't firing. Give them a rest, but not on the bench. Out of the team for a week. And give other people a chance and see what happens. I mean, it's not like if we lose, it's anything different. So, give them a go. And it worked. It's been a good call. It was a really good call from Everett. And I mean, beating a side like the Ospreys. No, look, a strong Ospreys side. I didn't say they played well. They have 9 internationals. That's what I mean. They have a strong side, but they played badly. Sharks absolutely deserve that win. Yeah, no, of course they did. I don't disagree with you at all. They were very good in that game. At least much better than they have been so far, which is good when we now consider the Boks are coming back soon. And it's promising. It shows. At least it shows that we're on the up. So yeah, it's positive end to the game. I definitely say Butcher Chamberlain is my man of the match. And I can't wait until our Boks come back because we're going to be even better than that. And I can't wait to see Butcher Chamberlain, playing with Lucanio outside him, and then having Mapimpi, Nkosi, and Fussy at the back 3. Oh, it's going to be beautiful to watch, and we need them back badly. But I'm so excited. That's a good start to the weekend. Let's hope some of the other South African teams can get wins. I think the Storm must have a chance. Lions, not a hope in hell. I don't think. Bulls. I don't see the Bulls winning either. They haven't. I don't think they've even scored a try this competition, have they? But yeah, I think that's a good laying down for the Sharks after losing the first 2. It's good to get a win. It's good to be back on winning terms after getting thrashed by the Bulls in that Currie Cup final. Currie Cup final? Yeah, Currie Cup final, and then the last 2 games. So it's good to be back on winning ways. You hope to see your months. I mean, yeah, I didn't get to see most of that game, but I know how the Sharks played. It wasn't great. Although it was better than any other South African team, but still. Yeah, those drop goals were quality from Bush Chamberlain. Really good. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. It's been a lot of fun. You've been through the whole thing with me. Yeah, eating dinner, drinking, and watching my team win. And I'm not streaming tomorrow. I think Steven's doing most of the games tomorrow. And I think he's doing the game on Sunday as well. But I will definitely be streaming again, probably for the Sharks game next weekend. Have a good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Cheers, cheers.